made things more efficient for me. Like it does all the things I don't want to do.
Yeah.
I remember like when we were like hiring designers, like I just love getting my hands. I like doing the work.
Yeah.
I don't want someone to like. I don't want to hire another designer to do stuff I love.
Yeah.
I want to hire another designer to like just do all the stuff I don't like doing.
Yeah.
And I remember like thinking, oh, it'd be cool if we can hire a designer that could just make my basically what Claude is doing for me now, just make my base file so I can tinker with it. But it's like, I'd feel bad to hire that for that person because they'd just be doing grunt work and that's not fun for them. And but yeah, now Claude just does that for me. And
is there any part of you that's like feeling like you're missing out on part of the creative thing because Claude is giving you something to start with? Are you ever like, you know what, like I might have done that differently, but now because it's already there, I'm just going to assume that the way Claude's doing is okay? Or is that not a problem?
No, like if anything, it's like, it's very mentally freeing because I'm not spending so much time thinking about those little like details on how it's built.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I feel like I'm more mentally free to think about more of the product design. So it's like, I'll just be like, yeah, you know what? I don't like the way it did this. I'm going to come up with a new idea for this. And I just feel like, I can be creative here. And another thing, it's building code. So it's actually, everything's going to be like functional. It's like, you know, if I was doing it in Figma, I'd have to like prototype it and create like many artboards to explain the thinking of it. And
are there limitations? Because one of the things I'm imagining, like, for example, I tried to make a podcast art for a podcast. Actually, for this podcast, when I was first making it, I was like, I'm going to try and do all the things I would normally do by hand in a podcast, as many of them as possible by AI, to just see what the experience is like on my AI podcast. And I remember one of the tools I used actually created images. I think like Gemini could create an image and Claude could create an image. No, maybe not Claude, ChatGPT. And then another tool, probably Claude, all it could do was create JavaScript. So like it used JavaScript to lay stuff out in a box to try and look like something, but because of the fact that it was in code, it was limited in its creativity, and it gave me much more boring ones. Do you feel any limitations in your ability to be as creative when you're working in code? Like you're not going to be like, hey, do this thing, and you know that thing is only possible if you spend some time in Figma, Photoshop, or Illustrator. And is it constraining you more to work with the things that are easy to do in HTML, or is that not a problem you're feeling?
I haven't run into that yet. So I will say, like, I still do pop into Figma or if I need to work with like icons and stuff, like basically vector graphics, I need to pop into Figma and make stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'd say like rich graphics and stuff, I haven't done a lot of that yet. Like it's still so new. Like I'm just trying to like, I'm trying to see what I could do with just the base tooling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't spent a lot of time making like really rich graphical interfaces yet.
Got it.
With like fancy illustrations and stuff. But so I pop into Figma to do that kind of stuff. I sometimes open up Paper because Paper, I'm not sure are you familiar with Paper?
I'm familiar, but I haven't used it yet. So
yeah, they do like shaders. Those are like those fancy, like elaborate sort of graphics that, like if you go to like the Stripe homepage, that big animated thing at the top is like a shader.
Okay.
So Paper does that stuff. So I'll go into